So I was laying in bed last night still recovering from a massive hangover from the night before and couldn't really sleep. My roommate comes home about 7 p.m. just to pop in and get changed because I guess a few of his buddies from Chicago were in town and he was headed out to party with them somewhere. So gradually my headache begins to fade away. I get up to get a glass of water and notice that he still isn't home about 2 a.m. Didn't think much of it, and just headed back to bed, and finally got to sleep. Not for long, though. Quote, bang 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 on my bedroom window jerked me out of bed upright in a split second, and got the dogs barking like crazy. Scared the fuck out of me. I'm blinded because there is a flashlight shining in my face, and was about to bolt out of the room, when I hear police. WTF, why are they in the backyard? That's pretty much all I could think about the first few seconds, and figured there might have been an attempted burglary or some other kind of shenanigans by some douchebag minority or other undesirable or undesirable. Open the front door, please. The officer barks at me as I'm adjusting my cock, hoping I didn't wake up with wood. The dogs are barking non-stop as I stagger out to the front door to see what the hell is going on. A little concerned at this point, because there is a strong possibility I still have a warrant for a fine I didn't pay when I lived here 3 years ago, but since nobody knows where I live officially, after a few seconds I realized that was very unlikely, and open the door. There is a cab outside the house with the two officers, hands on their guns in a defensive posture, and at this point I'm tripping out, still no clue what's going on. One of the officers says, "Did you just take a cab home, sir?" I'm standing there slack-jawed on the front porch in my underwear trying to contain two dogs and just say no sir, hoping he doesn't ask for my ID. The other officer, a hot chick BDW, asks me if I was the only one in the house and I say that my roommate wasn't home, that he went out earlier in the evening. At this point they literally brush me aside and charge into the house, ignoring the dogs, and dart back to where the bedrooms are. Anyway, they ask me to secure the dogs and I oblige and lock them in my room. Well, my roommate was home all right and passed out cold in his bedroom. I never even heard him come home. They pound on his door with flashlights and still didn't wake him up. A moment later, with guns drawn at this point, they open his door, and he is laid out on his bed still passed despite all the ruckus and dogs barking. Long story short is he got shit-faced and ended up taking a cab home, and the driver didn't have change for a 100 and wouldn't take his credit card, so he just skipped out on paying the fare and thought he could just blow it off and come inside and crash out. Lol, what a fucking dumbass. I have no idea how he didn't get arrested, because he was mouthing off to both of the officers saying, "Get the fuck out of my house," etc., etc. I was just back in my room eavesdropping and laughing my ass off. After they got the cab fare he tried to skip out on and left, I hear him puking in his bathroom and I come out to see what was up, and he tells me what happened. I'm like, WTF did you think was going to happen, you dipshit? Anyway, thought it was all pretty funny, and I'm just grateful they weren't looking for me, because county detention center is the worst jail in the United States by far. Still have no idea how he got away with mouthing off to them as much as he did, but I guess they didn't want to deal with hauling his drunk ass to jail at 4 in the morning.